Okay, let's see. How are things tonight? Looks good. Alright. Let me minimize Discord here. Hey, memes, how's it going? Let me refresh the chat here, because... Oh, what do we got here? Crap, how do I bring chat? Oh, there it is. There we go. Let's see. Sorry, I was a little late. Internet decided to be down for just a little bit, so at least we got the disconnect out of the way. Window capture. I'm doing good. Finally rested up because last week, for work was it was it was brutal. Let's see. Is it this one? Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's put some music on. Oh, window capture is like really large. This. Let's see. We want. Could I just control R this? Holy crap. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Where is the window capture audio? I did not get this this shit ready. I am sorry. Whoopsie. I don't think that's what I want. Let me concentrate here. Shoot. I was trying to do my dailies real quick and Nikkei and yeah, let's see. Did not have we want not browser. Window capture? Yeah, we want window capture. Just type in Brave. There we go. It's that one, and then just 10 capture audio. What's the client area? I guess. Perfect. Yeah, that's what we want. Control R? Control F? Okay, it's Control F to fit. Okay, good, good. Oh yeah, I did. I did. It's a total freaking mess. Like in the whole VTuber thing, yeah. God, it's so fucking dumb. I mean, yeah, it's really bad. It's like these people fucking hate us. They genuinely fucking hate us. And then you got people like fucking Iron Mouse trying to bridge the fucking gap with hood weebs and normies that have no fucking business being in our circles. It's stupid. Let's see the. Da, da, da. You 100% agree? Yeah. I mean, and she's getting. Yeah. Iron Mouse is getting. I was getting it from both fucking ends, from the normies and from us, for her genuinely, like genuinely forgetting what VTubing is all about and keeping these fucking normies out. It's ridiculous. Where is? Okay, yeah, we want to turn that down a little bit. Okay, how's that sound in the replay here? Okay, how's that sound in the replay here? That sounds good enough. Okay. Maybe just a little bit lower. There we go. Okay, so I have done a little bit, and it started with genuinely. Oh wait, how are you gonna? How are you gonna nominate and then we're the VTuber after bashing VTuber? Yeah, I know. And this stupid motherfucker was never even on the charts to begin with. Before then, is like a genuine definition of a fucking plant, and then just for as a ritual of humiliation. And as I said, you have dumb bitches like Iron Mouse and the usual, and like Chibi and yeah, was it Chibi Doki was her name, or yeah, and even Mori Calliope of all fucking people, seal clapping for this shit is like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Yeah, and yeah, Mori did too. I know. It's like normally the Hololive girls are pretty good about keeping their mouths shut about this kind of stuff. It's like, man, it's dumb. All right, and like, and then and I remember before that, like Iron Mouse was trying to fucking bridge the gap, or trying to extend an olive branch to freaking Kai Cenat, giving him a freaking VTuber model. It's like, what are you doing, you dumb bitch? And like, you're genuinely trying to build a bridge for hoodweebs to fucking infiltrate and whatnot. It's like, what the fuck? So dumb. I know. She completely misses the fucking point about being a goddamn VTuber. Anyway, it's lower time. So I actually did do uh starting with the actual Lewis Carroll. Yeah. Getting her own fault and being approached by Ray. Yep, it's karma. Yep. I actually threw in a little bit of IRL lore. Started with like Lewis Carroll's birth dates, Lorana, Alice, Edith. I still need to throw in Edith Liddell's date of death, I guess. Hang on a sec. Where? Come on. Is it this one? Here we go. Did I? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, this is where I was kind of pulling some of my information about Lewis Carroll and the real Liddells and whatnot. Let's see. So we need to look up Edith Liddell. Oops, caps. Edith Liddell. Born 1854, we got that, and she died June 26, 1876. Died really young, which is tragic. Let's see. 1876. 1876. Okay. 76. So she died after that. So she died somewhere around here. 76. Okay, she died before Alice married Reginald Hargreaves. Let's insert this. Edith Liddell. 22 or 21, yeah. Really young age. That's sad. June 26, 1876. I need to get my tabs here. June 26, 1876. Okay. Died. What happened to Edith Liddell? Counts differ. Measles or peritonitis, right? We actually looked into that before. Go ahead and throw that in. Let's see. And actually, there's stuff we're going to have to insert before, like the births of Lewis Carroll, Lorana, Alice, and Edith. Because all of this really, as the furthest back that I can see, it all starts with this bitch right here. It all starts with Jabberwock, because she's the one that influences Leaf to have her twisted personality. It all started with Jabberwock. It's like the earliest in the timeline that I'm currently aware of. But let's finish what we're doing first. Yeah, she's the let's see. Jabberwock was once a wicked dragon who spread terror through Wonderland. Determined to stop this terror, the hero Vorpal, Vorpal challenged and beheaded her. This was all before. Yeah, didn't kill her. She was simply beheaded. She was left defenseless in Wonderland for a long time until her corpse was taken by Mary Sue to Elysium, to her garden. So yeah, let's mention this. So, damn it. I'm getting my tabs mixed up here. Oops. That's not what I want. No, I want a new one. Damn it. I want a new bullet point here. Son of a bitch. Okay. Bullet point. Let's see. Vorpal. Jabberwock. Yeah, and we fought Vorpal, the hidden super boss, at the very start of the rabbit hole, where we get the true Vorpal blade. It was his sword that we got that from. Then Walk's corpse. Elysium. Leaf's garden. And then, yeah, it was Jabberwock that gives us our ultimate abilities in Black Souls 1, while she's still in her weakened state. She was left defenseless in Wonderland until her corpse was taken to Elysium. Her head was eventually reattached, and she joined the Crawling Ones play until under the role of Mother Alice. Okay, now when... I guess this was after the Crawling One took us back to Wonderland, after the whole Lost Empire arc. I'll go ahead and write it down, but we're gonna have to skip around here. Let's see. We just gotta enter data points and then rearrange them as we go, because this is gonna be messy. Oh, you can't even see, right? Shoot. Let me actually put up... Is it this? Window capture. Yeah, you're legally blind. We want window capture here. No. Wait. Oh, come on. What am I doing here? Window capture. Oh, wait, no. Oh, come on. Just capture my desktop here. Oh, it's display capture is what I want. Select a display. Syntax. Here we go. This is what I want. Now you can see everything. Perfect. Excellent. This is what we want. This is what I'm writing in. Just go ahead and copy paste for now. Oh, what is this text? Or what is this font size? Is that a different font? What is that? Why is it so small? Whatever. Word document of doom and despair. Let's see. Okay. Her being Mother Alice is confirmed by using similar vocabulary to Jabberwock in her dialogue during ending E. Yeah. Well, I mean, we literally see her. What appears about Mother Alice during ending H. By the time of 65th cycle begins, she has grown tired of keeping the facade and often breaks character. Yep. She goes as far as mentioning the cycles on multiple occasions. 6. Carol Riven, Jabberwock. Oh! And remember when I tweeted out, I forgot to throw in some of these things? Jabberwock reverse rapes you, and there's actually... This reverse rape scene actually has important lore. Big Sis will keep you here forever. That's right. You don't need to go through any more cycles. You don't need to look for Alice anymore. Her words. Yeah. Yeah, in the reverse rape scene, yeah. Or reverse grape scene, yeah. Let's see, it was 6 and 7? 6 and 7. The library dream. Jabberwock when killed in the basement. Fufu, let's meet again. Oh, because she knows that she's just going to be reincarnated and that everything's going to be undone. That's what happens when you kill her after you kill her in the grape dungeon. Yeah. On multiple occasions and is overall uninterested in the Crawling One's play. Her only interest is, and always has been, seeing how black a soul can become. For this reason, she tries to prevent Grimm's escape from Wonderland in the events of the little girl's nightmare. She might also be the mysterious figure that meets Mary Ann in her... Oh, yep, in the memory in Winterbell, yep. Well, it pretty much is her. I don't mean to infringe, but this is... If you could zoom in just a little bit. Oh, yeah, absolutely. No, that's fine. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. How do I... Is there a zoom feature in... At source? How do I do this? Let me... Uh-oh. Not that one. Display capture? Yeah, let's do... Okay. Let's try this a little bit. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Hopefully. Okay. She's also unable to. Little girl nightmare. She also is the mysterious figure that meets Marianne in her cell when held captive. After all, it looks as if she recognizes her visitor. No problem. She's unable to bear children at the time of the play. Yeah, because her womb is rotten. Jabberwock during the prison reverse H scene. It's too bad I can't get pregnant. Yep. She's a literal corpse. Of course she can't get pregnant. However, she claims that she still wants a baby with Grimm and saves his seed for when she becomes fertile again. According to Mabel, a child born under the union of pure black might be remarkable in some way. Wait, when did Mabel say this? Winterbell, Underground. Wait, did we come across this one? Mabel topic number 9. I heard one very peculiar creation the black goat made. Oh wait, yeah, we did hear this one actually, I think. They seem to be actors made to be fit perfectly into the lost empire overflowing with sin. But what about their master's pitch black soul? Oh right. Haven't you already consorted with the black goat? A child born from the union of a pure black. Just what sort of negativity will it be? Yeah, I remember that one. This might mean Jabberwock wanting a child from Grimm is just another manifestation of her desire to create a pure black soul. It's clear that Jabberwock plans to become fertile again in the future. How would she accomplish this, I wonder? If one believes that she used to be... so this might hint at her planning to recover her full strength. So, Jabberwock for Black Souls 3? Absolutely. Jabberwock claims that Grimm and Alice are bound because of she played Cupid for them. Carol River, reverse... Another one from the reverse rape scene. We've always been affectionate. You and Alice are bound because of Big Sess played Cupid for you, you know? Right? I wonder if you understand. I don't know how she would... Yeah. I don't know how she would do it either. It's like she would have to get a new body. It's not exactly clear if she's referring to Alice Liddell, Prickett, or the Crawling One as a whole, or how exactly she did this. In any case, she's claiming quite an important role in the story for herself. She tries to prevent Grimm from escaping little girl's nightmare, but fails to do so. It seems like she, similarly to Jub, she might have started identifying herself with her role. This might be the reason she insists on her role while pursuing Grimm after the defeat of the Grand Guignol. Oh yeah, after... It's not clear why Jabberwock calls herself Big Sister when talking with Grimm. Yeah, it's unlikely she used to play the role of Big Sister of Big Sister Alice in the past. Wait, see this page? What page? Oh, Lorana. What about Lorana? For more details on this matter. A possibility is that she was resurrected and given her undead nature by Mary Sue with the power of creation. Similarly to how Grimm was created. There's no concrete evidence in this direction. On a side note, Baphomet also refers to herself as Grimm's big sister. But might just simply be a coincidence. Huh. Baphomet... No, it couldn't be. The hero. Jabberwock refers to Grimm as the hero at the beginning of their fight. This term often referred to Vorpal. and it's not quite clear why she uses this term. Moreover, the Vorpal sword is the weapon used to decapitate Jabberwock, and Vorpal clearly states that his weapon. Moreover, Vorpal specifically developed techniques to kill Jabberwock called Vorpal blood. Item description: for one recognized by the hero, Vorpal blood succeeded. Vorpal, on the other hand, Vorpal calls Grimm a hero as well. There's clearly a relation between Vorpal and Grimm, but it's still likely most of the hero events could be attributed to Vorpal. For example, it wouldn't make sense for the hero and the heroic Vorpal sword item description to be Grimm. The reason why Vorpal didn't kill Jabberwock might be because she's an undead and would have simply respawned elsewhere. This would explain why the crawling one destroyed her body in Wonderland. Wait. The reason why Vorpal didn't kill Jabberwock. Destroyed her body. Wait a minute. Destroyed her? I thought she brought her back. It was reattached and joined the Crawling One's play under the role of... Crawling One must have given her a new body then. That's what I'm getting out of it. In what ending? Let's see. This would explain why the Crawling One destroyed her body in Wonderland. Also note that Jabberwock and Vorpal are the only two enemies in the game that could use the necromantic song skill. Wait, Vorpal. Interesting. I don't think it's related to any ending. I think this is when the Crawling One was bringing us back to Wonderland. And she also brought back Jabberwock also, because her weakened body was in Elysium. Let's see. This would explain why the Crawling One destroyed Jabberwock's body in Wonderland. But so I guess she did give her a new body. No problem. That just kind of threw me off for a second. I was like, wait a minute. Well, if her body was weakened, I mean, give her a new body and reattach her head, I guess. Jabberwock has cursed for Nye's clan. Yeah, as you would. Giving them an insatiable appetite for flesh. Oh, that explains the flesh-eating rabbits in the rabbit hole. That's Jabberwock's doing also. And that would also explain, like, the very first boss. Yeah, the very first boss in the tutorial boss. The nature of this curse is never explicitly stated, so the following is mostly speculative. One interpretation is that Jabberwock had Vorpal and the white rabbits wandering in the rabbit hole drink her blood. It is known that the blood in some old ones grant power, but causes the subject to go mad. This is the case of Blackwell drinking the Serpent God's blood and the Old King drinking Mabel's. I was just about to mention, didn't Mabel have someone drink her blood too? Yeah. Okay. So Old God blood gives powers, but makes you go insane. Another interpretation is that would be the appearance of a rabbit is a curse by itself. When Vernai confronts Jabberwock for cursing his clan, she jokingly mentions his rabbit-like appearance. Yeah, I remember that. This might hint at her involvement in him being like this. Given that Prayer Master is Vernai's father, and he shares his rabbit features. This curse dates back at least before Lewis Carroll's kidnapping by Mary Sue. This is because he is depicted as a rabbit even during the original Tea Party. See, yeah. Moreover, Vernai is heavily implied to be related to Vorpal. If we reasonably believed that they belonged to the same clan, it would make sense to attribute Vorpal's appearance to Jabberwock as well. This curse was probably a reaction to Jabberwock being killed by a hero, or vice versa, prompted Vorpal to seek a fight with her. This interpretation might be reading too much into the rabbit-like features of Vernai. After all, in such a fantastic word, a rabbit might simply be a rabbit. Gotta stop handing their blood out like candy. And they just want to fuck with us, I guess. Yeah, we know that Jabberwock's responsible for the snowmen. Let's see. Alright, we need to get back to writing some... Okay, so where were we, really? Eventually join a... Wonderland, da-da-da... Jabberwock's corpse to Elysium... Oh, and we also need to try and remember... We gotta incorporate Red Hood's woods into this, too. Yeah, timeline of events, yeah. It's exactly what it is. I'm just writing down every little detail and then rearranging it. It's gonna be messy. It's gonna be really, really messy. And I'm probably going... There's probably a better way to do this. Let's see... One thing I could probably do is just type stuff from memory. What can I do? Oh yeah, let's see. Brothers Grimm. Brothers Grimm were Jacob and Wilhelm Grimm. Okay, so they were brothers. Looks like Germanic academics and folklorists, famous for collecting and publishing traditional German fairy tales like Cinderella, Hansel and Gretel, and Snow White. Okay. So wait, if the Brothers Grimm are two people, so I guess that... I wonder if... yeah, I guess that would be two souls accounted for in Grimm's soul, I guess. So it'd be Jacob and Wilhelm Grimm. Or two of the however many souls Grimm is comprised of. So let's see. 1785 to 1863, and then 1786. They were born... Okay, Jacob was the older brother. Wilhelm was the younger brother. 1859 and 1863. Do we know there's... We do know there's 9 souls in the body due to the Love Hotel scene. Or 8, I can't remember. Yeah. Brothers Grimm is 2, yep. Then we know for a fact Lewis Carroll is the 3rd. Let's see. Leaf hints at Anderson being another one. It's theorized that H.P. Lovecraft could be one of them too. Hmm. 1859. 1859, and then when was Carol? 1832 was born. 1832. Oh wow, Grimm is way older. Anderson, H.P. Lewis, 5. There's still so many souls unaccounted for. Or wait, there's at least 3 or 4 more than that are unaccounted for. That's crazy. So Toro has 3 or 4 more souls to work with to incorporate into the story, if we're ever to know the identity of them. And it's only speculated that H.P. Lovecraft is one of them. H.P. Lovecraft. (1890 to 1937). Okay. Well, I probably can't put Lovecraft down because if we did, this Black Souls 2 would have to take place sometime after 1937 then. But then again, it may not be exactly his date of death too, because as long as it's 1890, it could work. Well, then again, that was when he was born. He was still just a baby then. When did he start writing his stories then? I don't know. I might be reading too much into this. 1890. Let's see. But yeah, Lewis Carroll is probably like the standard, like the base that we should go with then. That leads to the question that can Leaf go to certain points in time and nab authors she favored? It wouldn't be out of the question. I mean, I don't know. She's an outer god. She could. I could see it, maybe. Then again, her power is just the power of creation. Hers the power to like rewind time or whatnot. God, this is messy already. I'm already getting sidetracked here. Okay. Think, Ren, think. Just food for thought. I have no concrete evidence. Yeah. One thing we definitely need to do, we need to keep Lewis Carroll as like a baseline for sure. Because it's mostly based around Lewis Carroll. It's based around him and Alice, after all. It's like the ultimate basis. Yeah, Lewis is the main head, absolutely. Most of the characters recognize him as Lewis Carroll. Aside from Red Hood, obviously. Mm-hmm. Red Hood always calls us Grim because she probably sees her... she probably recognizes that the brothers are in Grim as well, so she probably sees them in us. That's why she always calls us Grim. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, let's see. Okay, here's another question to think about. What came first? Did Jabberwock influence Leaf's twisted personality first, or did Vorpal behead Jabberwock first? I'm wanting to... Oh, wait, no. Maybe... Oh, that's a... there's no evidence for that. Like... Oh my god, this is so confusing already. Jabberwock. Let's just continue reading. Just from winging it, yeah. Risu, Red Hood, chosen name, terrible deeds. It's hard to distinguish whether the corpse in Elysium is the real Jabberwock or a copy made by Mary Sue. To answer this question, we can refer to the Q&A made by Toro. Oh, we actually have something from Toro here. Oh, Toro. Yeah. Let's see. What did Toro say here? Sushihiro Toro. Questions that Sushi Toro has answered in the past. Yeah. Let's see. It's not... Crap. Hang on. I'm gonna use my... I gotta lose my tracking here for a second so I can run this through so you'll still be able to hear me. Let me translate this on. We're getting on the fly translation here. Let's see, what does this say? I want to be kissed by a certain green fairy, but what can I do to make that happen? What is this question here? Okay. What did Toro say? If you don't do anything, just ask and they'll kiss you? What? What is this question? Okay, what's this one say? Is Toro merry? Oh, this question is asking if Mary Sue or Leaf is Toro himself. It's all over. Excuse me already. So, is that a yes, Toro? Leaf is kind of like your self-insert? Interesting. Oh, wait. Okay, this question. I'd like to try Black Souls. I don't know how to buy... Oh, this is just simply not good with technology. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's just okay, interesting. Which is that's it. Yeah, it is. So I guess it's kind of like a self-admission that Toro's insane. Mr. Hitakuchi, I realized that I was burned in a pile of progress and that I caught bomb rock at the arcade on Christmas. What is... Excuse me? There's a... Toro Sensei is a real-life happy person, isn't he? That's right. Let's become space dust together with the bomb rocks. What? Gosen was lonely with his friends, so I'm unrealistic. What? Terrible translation, it is. This one. How are you achieving your goals this year? Game line stamps. What? Okay. When are these tempted by the smell of... Whoa! Okay. Tempted by the smell of female... Wait. The smell of a bratty girl lures me to Black Souls. I am a male and interested in 50... What? But it would be better to play the previous game first so I can fully enjoy this one. What did he say? Malchiron. If you're going to do it, I recommend starting with the previous work, as there are stories and material that I understand to be from the previous work. Okay. Yeah, so he said basically start with Black Souls 1 first. How does Igyo Satori fight? For example, is the same Oh, is this a reference to his original Toho fanfiction? It's a beam from my eyes. Interesting. let's just... When can I post variants? How much does Alice 2... Wait a minute. Okay, here we go. We got something. What's this one say? Alice 2, who appears in Brace 7, is the story behind the events that were revealed in... Oh, in Black Souls 2. Do you know much? Maybe you don't know all the details behind the scenes and don't know anything. Are they... These are terrible translations. My god. The third daughter knows nothing. Wait a minute. Alice number 2, as in like the doll? The doll Alice 2? Who appears in Black Souls 1. Oh, this question is asking, how much does Alice 2 in Black Souls 1 know about the various behind-the-scenes events that were revealed in Black Souls 2? Maybe she knows all the details behind the scenes and is just pretending not to know anything. The third daughter knows nothing. Yeah. That's what it's... yeah, exactly. From Black Souls 1. And Toro's response is, the third... she doesn't know anything. Oh... Interesting. You know what? I'm going to snapshot this. And I'm going to name this Toro Alice 02 answer. I'm just going to hold on to that. That actually might be important later. That's really cool. A question about the Strange Lord. Toro-san, what arc do you want to finish as soon as possible? Oh, that's I think that's his Toho fanfiction, right? Okay, this is a question about Black Souls. Sorry to ask, but I'm wondering about the games like Black Souls and Black Souls 2. Are there any setting materials for heroines and girls that appear in this series? I apologize if this is due to insufficient research or it has already been published. I apologize for the inconvenience. P.S. I love your illustrations and continue to support you. I don't have any materials, but I'd like to release it someday so I can get better at drawing. Oh, this is like regarding the illustrations. Okay. This one. Please post videos of strange abandoned park. What? What kind of question is that? Are there any additional CGs for Zunkin-chan? Okay, no. Black Souls 2. Is it okay to use the bonus image from Black Souls 2 as an icon on Twitter? Okay. Is there a scene where about the events, what happened in her previous incarnation? Wait, okay, this is one regarding Black Souls. There's a scene where Bansuna was sad about the events that happened in her previous life in Wonderland. Is that just the real body acting out? Wait. Was it just the real body acting out of that? Or is there a separate consciousness of... Is this referring to Prickett? Consciousness of that Bansuna as an incarnation that is sad and is genuine. I'm just so curious about that I can't sleep at night. Let's see. What does this say? For some reason they become friends, but Bansuna and from this and the previous game are the same person. I don't... Toro's style is very unique and pretty. It is. I think it's like the cross hatching like style that he does. It really makes it unique and to his own. Do you have any plans to create an illustrated guide for abhorrent fairies? That's Toho. Does Black Souls 2 have more images than the previous game? Okay, we already know the answer to that. In Friend Chapter 2, that's... Yep, this is Toho related. No. Inaba. That's Toho. Friend Reimu, that's Toho. Okay. Looking forward to Black Souls 2. These are old questions then. Are you still... No. Do you usually play erotic games? Let's see. Oh, wait. This is one regarding Red Hood. Compared to the CG in Kurinaimori, doesn't Poro-kun in Red Riding Hood ending look too gigantic? Oh, okay. I want to see Toro's reaction to this. I think this is Red Hood's Woods. It's a growing season. What? Okay. Black Souls 2 is a game I've been looking forward to. Most recent years, it's a little early. Okay, that's just looking forward to the release. How many are there? Wait. Oh, there were 5 cats at Fort Ivern. Oh, this is the giant iron soldier from Lost Kingdom. Or the Lost Empire. But now there are only 4 at the witch's house. Where did one of them go? A person with a good intuition like you omitted. I got separated from you along the way and probably won't be able to find you again. That's an interesting one. There are a lot, man. Do you have a disease that will kill you if you don't write a cruel story? Crying blood tears at the sight of Goose's death ending? Oh, man. What did Toro say to this one? I think so. I think it is. It's a misunderstanding. I love happy stories too. I love even darker stories. Okay. Is it possible that Miranda is actually an adult despite her size? Okay. Well, yeah, of course she is. Is it possible that Miranda is actually an adult despite her lolly physique? People around her tend to think she's just a little girl, but she's a fine adult. Yep. Based. Wait. Elma doesn't react even when her father is killed right in front of her eyes. Is she blind? Oh. Here's a good one. She could see clearly, but maybe just doesn't recognize him as her father. Interesting. That's some interesting context regarding Elma and her father. Let me type this as Toro, Elma, father. That's an interesting little tidbit. Did Miranda survive en route C? Well, we kind of know the answer to that one. We know the answer to that one. Scarlet Devil Mansion. How many final chapters will it be? Let's see. Toho related. Okay. Considering the setting, Black Souls 2 seems to be a continuation of that ending. But will characters from previous game... Yeah, we know the answer with that. Let's see. Is it possible to make the mastermind behind Black Souls believe that he is definitely loved? If so, that would that personality trait be corrected? Okay. You know what? I think we need to kind of move on from this. We really need to move on from this. We got a couple of really good answers or questions from that, but yeah. Okay, I need to reset my tracking here. 1 second. Oh, I can actually link it to you. 1 second. Or I can put it in chat. Let's see. Will this work? There you go. There you go. You can hold on to that one for later. In fact, I'm going to bookmark this. There we go. Recalibrate. Okay, perfect. All right, let's move on here. We're getting way off track here. Let's see. Alice Hargreaves. Let's see. Lewis Carroll. Taken by Mary Sue. And then let's get some of the major ones out of the way. Like, okay, next in the timeline that we know. The crawling one lures Grim away from Elysium to Wonderland. And that was one of the memories. Let's see if I can locate the memories here. Where was it? Little Girl's Nightmare. Oh yeah, here it is. Was it the Carroll River? Prima Skunda. It's not that one. Christmas, Summer Day, story, hand-drawn illustrations. Oh, this is when Lewis Carroll gave Alice her illustration. Yeah, let's add that to the... Let's see. Carroll, 1851. Also type in parentheses. That would be the... Redcastle Frestle memory. Let's see. Redcastle memory. There we go. update that. Oxford University. Forget the father suspected improper relationship between. Oh yeah, Oxford University. Oh yeah. Okay. Ring Publishing. Oh, Relationship between Carol and Henry and Mrs. Liddell were not great. Latter part of 1856, Miss Liddell asked Carol to stop taking pictures. Carol understood he was being intrusive. Miss Prickett allowed Carol to see the sisters while Mr. and Mrs. Liddell was on vacation. Unfounded rumor that Carol had an affair with Miss Prickett. Where would this be? Oh, wait, right here. During publishing, Carol's relationship began. Let's see. That would be the Oxford University memory. Oxford University memory. There we go. Beach of Grief. This is when Leaf takes Lewis Carroll. Queensland memory. Carol Hargreaves. So very long. In your memories. Hargreaves was enthralled by the stars. The selfish. This is when the crawling one takes Alice, or absorbs Alice. I believe I wrote that one down already. Hargreaves was enthralled by the stars. Queensland memory. I have that written down there. Queensland memory. The Endless Tea Party. Yeah, it's the Endless Tea Party memory where Crawling One lures Grimm away from Elysium to Wonderland. Let's see. Endless Tea Party memory. There we go. Let's see. Probably can't even see that. 1 second. There's got to be a better way to illustrate this. There you go. A little bit better. Just gonna shorten it. The crawling one. I'm just gonna put it as filler for now, but just falls in love with Grimm / Lewis Carroll after not under. Wait, no. How should I word this here? And then we all know, Prayer Master sees The bunny I hate. Yep. Fucking prayer master. Ruined everything. His... makes his wish. To be... There's gonna be better... I'll think of better ways to phrase this later. These are all just temporary for now. To be separated. Allowing Mary Sue to and steal Grimm back to Elysium. Oh, good. Makes sense reading it. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Crawling one then goes insane. Let's see. Now I kind of need to figure out like how we all came to be from with Black Souls 1. Let's go back to my main man himself. Oh, wait a minute. There's barely anything here. Wow. Maybe under Leaf? Where are you? You green little shit stain. Where did I put you? Oh, there she is. Black Souls 1. Rams in the Holy Forest. Not much here, unfortunately. Black Souls 1. Gameplay. Trivia. No. That's, yeah, it's kind of shocking. I mean, there's plenty of here to work with, but there's pages that are clearly incomplete. Like it's still being worked on. Let's see. How... It's like, how many... It's kind of not... We know how many times we've been reset and cycled through Wonderland, but what about the Lost Empire? Like, there's really no exact number. We just know we've been through it many, many times because just implied by Leaf. A never-ending repeating loop of... Let's see, basically defeat the 4 demon princesses in all kinds of different scenarios each time, with her meddling each time. Empire. Very intrinsic meddling, yep. Kill, murder, or kill, rape, murder. Yeah, stuff. What happens if I kill this person but spare that person? What if I rape this person but spare this one? And never in all kinds of different scenarios each and every time. Just to see the outcome. And then when you get to the end of the story, just reset. Do it again. Or amusement. Again, there's gotta be a better way to write that down. I'll think of it. Grim breaks cycle. Oh, wait. Grim finds out the truth. Mary Sue in ending C is still reset. Uncovers the Black Trial and Baphomet. Baphomet. Not tells us, but sends us. What was his name? Leonard? In the forest of the forest of Sabbath. Let's see. And Dorothy has some major lore here too regarding her. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Remind me, who the Wizard of Oz, who was the creator? L. Frank Baum, who wrote the right, because Glinda brought the Black Trial there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wonder if this person is also composed of Grimm. Could be. Could be, because Dorothy. Yeah. Let's make a note of this. Yeah. So where would this go? It would be after Grimm, or after Leaf takes us. Let's see. Lewis takes Mary's. Just put it here for now. Grimm is created by Mary Sue. Composed of many different souls of great authors. Let's see. Confirmed. Lewis Carroll. Brothers Grimm. Let's see, what were their names again? Hold on. Come back to that. Well, what? He's not confirmed. Theorized. Oh, Frank. Wizard of Oz. H.P. Lovecraft. And then hinted at Anderson by Leaf. Back here. Shoot, too far. Brothers Grimm. Jacob and Wilhelm Grimm. Jacob. Oops. Jacob and Wilhelm Grimm. Okay, so we got 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so back to here. I'm going to send us to Leonard. Let's see. Is the Black Trial. Might be able to find the Black Trial under Miranda. Miraphilia. Is the Black Trial here? Posing as Miranda. Tainted Bog. The Black Trial. Here we go. Black Judge Baphomet. Hien. Pets. It's the fucking Lust Demon. And of course, his members there. Baphomet wished to add TikTok Croc to her line of pets, but decides against it for its sins, sending Grimm to slay it. Oh, that was the reason for it. And execute the sinners infesting the world. Holy Forest. Black Chaplain Aswald during his battle. One of the 4 Reapers of the Black Trial Aswald will take your soul. Ending C. Shadow Moon Knight Orentis. Black Court Baphomet. And an undead now. The guard here isn't that lax. Chaos Dungeon description of him after his fight. With Sabbath destroyed, he was kept as a pet by... Oh, wait. Oh, that must be referring to the Kraken. Chaos Dungeon description. Prize pet raised by the Black Trial. In truth, it's grotesque. It's a grotesque fetus. One born of many perverse unions with countless great ones. Oh, that's the Kraken. Yeah. Okay, this now number 8 was referring to the satyr, and 9 is referring to the Kraken. Uh Forest of Sabbath, here we go. Maybe the Forest of Sabbath will have it. Events. Damien. You have an interaction with Dorothy. Interacting with it creates chasm, making fast route directly to entrance to Area 2. Area 2, there are 3 events in this area. Enemies. Black Saint. Bosses. Yep. The Nameless Demon, Leonard. Doesn't say anything. I'd almost have to go back to my VOD of Ending D and like look at the dialogue with Dorothy regarding that. Yeah. Again, I can always come back and edit that later. It's fine. Just write down for what I know for now. This is to kill Leonard. I can write down what you said for now. Let's see. Because Glenda brought the Black Trial there. Yeah. Glenda. Let me put that there so I know to look into that one. There we go. Leonard slain. Let's see. Okay, so and there was an event after we killed Leonard and we summoned Dorothy. Have her read the diary at the edge of the chasm, and then when we're about to leave, the crawling one makes an appearance very, very briefly. Was it Dorothy or Leonard make a wish in like their at that moment? Was it Leonard's like dying breath, or did Dorothy utter something? I don't remember. So let me see. Or Dorothy. Yeah, we could check real quick. Let me see. I'll have to bring up the VOD here. 1 second. Let's see. Up to my channel. Go to playlists. Black Souls 1. It would be, yeah, the finale. Just mute that. Yeah, here. Yeah, it was around here. You know too much already. Let's see. How did it go down? Let's see. Okay. Leonardo was destroyed. Lindamia was pissed off that we beat him to the punch. Okay. Glinda's ring there. Ring of the Good Witch. Belongs to Glinda. With every year there was less and less witches until only Glinda and the Archdemon remained. The last page is, I made a mistake, wrong one. I was only curious, why did it go like this? I was desperately fighting now, there's no chance of winning. They aren't normal demons, I summoned something unthinkable. The sky turns red, the world bleaks. I don't want this. I only wanted witches from around the world to notice me. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Oh, and I'm zoomed in. 1 second. There we go. Yeah, we summoned Dorothy. I see. I'm so sorry. If only I came earlier. Still, there's something I don't get. Glinda wrote about the red sky and the world breaking. That's not the case here. Just what did you see before dying? Oh, right there. There's the flash. There she is. There, that was her. Okay. I'm kind of having trouble understanding why. A wish wasn't made in that moment. Glinda wrote about the red sky and the world breaking. That's not the case here. Just what did you see before dying, Glinda? Read it. No? I wonder if this is just implying that the crawling one had a hunch of this is where she knew we were taken to, but she doesn't have a way in without someone making a wish to get into this garden. Might just be an implication. Probably. It might be. Because how the crawling one was ultimately able to get into Leaf's garden is because of Baphomet's dying wish. Just before Leaf kills her. That's how crawling one was finally able to break in and take us back. Yeah, she knows we're in here, absolutely. She knows who the culprit was that took us away from her. She can't do anything until someone makes a wish. Yep. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. The crawling one makes... Oh wait, no, let's see. Destroyed. And we discover his diary. Read it with Dorothy. Crawling one. Brief. Implying she knows in Leaf's garden, but she didn't really do anything yet. Okay, so now next on the list, us kill Prayer Master. As us kill Prayer Master. No, there weren't. There weren't any other areas that the Crawling with Chaos appeared. Just there. That was the real one. Let's see. The only other quote unquote Alice's are just dolls. They're automatons. Then they were in the library, the behind Bandersnatch. So yeah, that was the real deal. That was the real crawling one. Baphomet now with the knowledge of the what was the name of the hub again? I forgot. Let me see. Holy Forest. Yeah, that was it. It was the name of the location. Holy Forest. Also, let me zoom in again. Is there a way to is there a shortcut to zoom in for OBS? I don't remember. Oh man, that is nuts. There we go. Knowledge of the Holy Forest. She can, quote unquote, relocate. And we allow her. Yeah. Gotta replay Black Souls 1. And she destroys. And she destroys it. We confront. We confront Baphomet and learn she is Leaf / Mary Sue's mother. Let's see. Where was that one? Gotta look for it again. How many children did Bath have? That's actually what I'm looking for right now. I gotta find that damn image again. Let's see. Black Souls, chart, family tree. Is it this? That's a really low res. No. Black Souls 1 locations. There was a Reddit thing. Trying to remember. That is such a disgustingly low res. Why is it on TikTok, of all things? Wasn't like 100 and most of them were like Krakens. Remember those because they looked fat. Yeah. Question about the lore. Was it this? Yes, I'm over 18. Is this it? Found it! And it's fairly high res too. Okay, we can zoom. This is good. This is really, really high quality. PNG. Okay, so let's see. Shub-Niggurath. Baphomet Fairy Godmother. The Black Goat of the Woods of 1,000 Young. Yeah. Apparently, Mabel and her were a thing. Yogg-Sothoth. The Windwalker, God of the Cold, Wendigo, the Yeti, was an offspring of Shub-Niggurath also, apparently. It looks like. Oh, wait, no. No, I'm wrong. Maybe? Huster? The King in Yellow. Gonna zoom out? Yeah, 1 second. Let me... maybe like that. Perfect. Bartender in the inn mentions Huster in the cursed text with 0 Zen. Yeah, Huster. Yellow cloth. Also one of the elemental outer ones mentioned in DLC 3. Oh yeah. Yeah. So wait. Leaf? Don't tell me Yogg-Sothoth is another parent of Leaf. But this is also Huster the King in Yellow is quite the name, yeah. It's really... sounds pretty intimidating. Okay. Nug or Yeb. Another offspring of Shub-Niggurath. Mary Ann was a White Rabbit's housemaid in Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Oh, that's the reason for the name change. Or another reason for it. Interesting. Attach your fist to her face top side. You see that text? Right underneath it. That's perfect. Oh, wait a minute. Am I a little... oh, wait, no. Perfect. That's perfect. Leaf's twin, probably a good fellow. I doubt that. Let's see. Wait. Possible offspring... give birth to Cthulhu? No way. Unsuccessfully invited to Wonderland instead of him came Scythia, which is Cootie. Idia with Cthulhu made these two. Yeah, she scales above the Cthulhu. That's insane that Nug/Yeb is above Cthulhu. What the fuck? And, like, Cthulhu is, like, hyped up in, like common media to be, like, one of the most powerful ones. Or at least one of the... well, I guess Cthulhu is one of the most well-known ones, but he's obviously not the most powerful. Just the most well-known. And, like, these, especially Naruhotep, really outranks him. Honestly, in Lovecraft, Cthulhu is fodder from most of the outer gods, especially the great old ones. Yeah. And Naruhotep's up there, with Azathoth being, like, the top, the absolute most powerful. Because if he were to wake up, everything would just blink out of existence. And, like, if that's not existential dread in a nutshell, I don't know what is. Like, our existence, everything that we know that reality is, would all just blink out of existence if this god were to wake up from his dream. That's really terrifying. But let's see. Da, 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 da. Right. Shove Niggeroth. Just try to get these spellings right. Wrath. Shove Niggeroth. What a name and a title. I need my boy Grim to... Yeah. To fight Azazoth? Oh, man. Maybe in Black Souls 3 as a super boss. Probably give it like a Nier Automata type of joke ending or something like that. Like you fight like you fight my boy Emil at the end of Nier Automata as end for ending Y. Let's see. Like a not serious ending. Okay, anyway, back to this. That leaf is around some earlier. Let's see. Let's go back to my video real quick. Her final dialogue. What did she say exactly? What was her dialogue? To some simple fake. Wait, I don't like this world anymore. Let me meet my darling. Her darling. Let's see. Being Yogg-Sothoth? Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, being Yogg-Sothoth. Yeah. Or wait, no. Wait, didn't... Hold on. This actually might be incorrect, because I could have sworn... Where was it? Crawling one. Where are you? Oh, Girl's Nightmare. Yeah. Crawling Little Girls. So, that chart actually might be incorrect. Let me see. Losses. Just here. The crawling one. Origins and Elysium. Or would it be under Mabel? We gotta make our own. Yeah, it's crazy. Endemia claims Baphomet is only free to move after his defeat. After Leonard's defeat. Oh, I guess it was under the Crawling Chaos. Yeah. Alice Identities, the Dream. We know that Luce Carroll was kidnapped by Mary Sue for the first time, while Alice Hargreaves, previously Liddell, was still untouched. Okay. This is because he called the gods immediately after coming home after talking with her. We can also infer that Alice Hargreaves was absorbed by the Crawling One before the god brought Grimm to Wonderland. Okay, so we can move that event forward a little bit. Yeah, Queensland. This one needs to be moved up. A little bit. It would be before the Crawling One lures Grimm to Wonderland. Here. It'd be here. Right there. That's where it belongs, right there. That's been updated now. LSD inferred by notes dialogue. Allison and D is the Crawling One. Yeah, we know that. We also know that Alice appearing through Elysium is the Crawling One's. Is the Crawling One from Jabberwock's dialogue before being destroyed. The Dream. Would it be under Mabel, I wonder? Mabel, where are you? Right here. My girl, Mabel. Winterbell. Lore, here we go. Who were influenced by... Mabel is one of the great ones who were influenced by Mary Sue at her work at the Lost Empire. She holds dominion over many gardens. She's omniscient. Yeah, because if I remember, when it was Leaf that mentioned... Wait. I think it was during her... Son of a bitch. Okay, we gotta look again. Playlist. Black Souls 2. It would be the first part of the finale. Ew. What a face to come back on. It would be that one. It was before here. I think it was Leaf's dialogue here. Yeah, it was her dialogue here. Let me tell you about the Crawling One, about the thing that tricked both you and me. It's completely, you know, the kind of guy who'd just sit in the corner staring at ants. The Crawling One would never smash a Jenga tower. Let's see. Wait, did we? Oh, I think we failed that time. I forgot who said it. Okay, yeah, it was her that said it. I first came to know of it when Mother introduced that thing as her new husband. It was Shub Niggurath and the Crawling One were together. Or well, wait, no. No, wait. The Crawling One was basically her stepdaddy. Is basically a stepfather, essentially, if I remember correctly. So wait, maybe this chart is true? But she was with Naruhotep. Interesting. Okay, so this chart may be true based on Lovecraft lore, based on like actual fact of Lovecraft of who's with who. So Shub-Niggurath, Baphomet was the darling of Naruhotep, apparently. And Leaf did not like this because the Crawling One here. Oh, Crawling One. Let me zoom out here. There's got to be a better way to do this. There's got to be a better way to do this, man. I wonder. Will that work? Okay. So this chart may be true based on actual Lovecraft, as far as like actual Lovecraft lore. But Leaf mentioned I first came to know of it when Mother introduced that thing as her new husband. New husband. Meaning stepfather. New husband. Stepfather. Yeah. So Mabel and Shub-Niggurath looks like it is indeed are the parents of Leaf. But Shub-Niggurath was fooling around with the Crawling One, apparently. And Leaf did not like that too much. Because she didn't like how the Crawling One would just observe her garden. And not fuck with its and not fuck with the pieces. Jenga was oh my, I just saw that. Jenga was made in 1982. And yet this is like, oh, that's an inconsistency right there. So I guess that kind of, maybe what you said earlier about maybe Leaf pulling shit from like the future or from the past, that actually might be true. If she were to say that, that actually could be true. That's an interesting thing you brought up. Oh man, that's funny. That's great. Okay. I was just strawmanning, but that's really no, yeah. That is specific, but Leaf mentioned Jenga. You're right. And yet all these authors are from like the mid to late 1800s to like the early 20th century. And Django was obviously the latter half of the 20th century. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, let's go back now. I don't like this world anymore. Let me meet my darling. Please, will you forgive your mother? But you aren't my mother? Ah. But she made a yeah. One of the souls is Rick Riordan from Percy Jackson series, calling it right now. Oh, yeah. Oh. Eh? We'll see what Toro comes up with. Shit. I'm losing my place here. Let's see, wasn't it... Yeah, was it one of the library dialogues here? I wonder if it'll be on the wiki then. Ah! I'm losing my place here. Shit. Okay. Where would the library be? Mabel, is it under you or... Where is the library? Like the little library part of your dungeon? Shit, where would it be? Ashes reignited. Chaos dungeon. Oh, it's loading the table. More merchant, NPC. Boss encounters. Crap, where would it be? Black Souls 2, library, Chaos Dungeon Library. Here we go. We'll bring up 10 here. Good old Mary Sue possesses the Lost Empire Elysium, the crawling one wonderland. Every great one has their own garden. That they made. New garden reconstructed by gathering the great many souls and sceneries discarded by those and piling them all on top of one of another's. We'll just call it Shatranji. Shatranj. They mock my jewel boxes, Chaos Dungeon, but can you not understand how much more dazzling it is compared to your worthless little gardens? Oh wait, that one? Born and dropped from a black slimy womb, your child crawled like a slug. She and I were so alike. If I were looking into a mirror, she were born with the same eyes, same hair, same figure as I. This world doesn't need two of the same girls. Seeing, screaming, bleeding, me being dragged into gears and crushed, I averted my eyes. Foreshadowing. Oh, that's massive foreshadowing, actually. Oof. Mary Sue's ability to change was a power unique to her, which was the ability to reset time. Omega foreshadowing. As vexing as I'm obliged to admit her genius as a creator. As vexing as I'm obliged to. After Red and White Queen stripped Mary Sue of her divinity, that would be Node and Prickett. Stripped Mary Sue of her divinity after this unique power was stolen from her. They remade the ability to change itself into a new Great One, which was the Grand Guignol that we destroy in DLC 3. The Grand Guignol being the very thing that keeps resetting time. Even after we managed to escape to reality in ending G, we still got reset back to the library, back to Wonderland. It's because the Grand Guignol was still alive, so that neither of them could use it to trick another. The Theater of Darkness, the Grand Guignol. A mechanical god existing only to be used by the selfish god. Unexisting now, it exists in the distant past of Winterbell. In the Winterbell Castle, it sleeps together with the crown. Yeah, the Grand Guignol being the mechanic that Grimm could never have been able to interact with ever. Without the help of others, of course. Yeah. Node hidden the Grand Guignol in the past of Winterbell. And because Node fell in love with us, she pair bonded with Grimm after like his first dozen little adventures through Wonderland, his first dozen cycles. She pair bonded with us and deeply fell in love with us. She wanted to protect us. So she eventually surrendered her crown as the White Queen of Winterbell and stepped down, to the dismay of Layden and Eunice. And they devised a plan for us to eventually break out of the cycle. And Node decided to stay in the library away from the prying eyes of the Crawling One, while she helped us get stronger by infusing us with souls. And she surrendered what Winterbell would become Queensland, and Prickett inherited the throne and turned it into an amusement park, and she became the Red Queen. So what Winterbell would have been is now Queensland in the present. So somehow Node pretty much frozen Winterbell and sent it to the past along with the Grand Guignol, hiding it away. But because it's still alive, it's still being reset. Or we're still being reset at the end of each cycle. It had to be sent away from and kept out of sight of the eyes of the Crawling One. It's so hard to pick with everyone being unique in their own ways, and yet I must. This must be what they call the writer's pain, is it not? Or writer's block, I guess, she's talking about. Right, I'll just mix and fuse them all together. Leaf, you are a terrible fucking writer. After being summoned by... There it is! Just what you said. After being summoned by Good Witch Glinda, the Black Goat of the Thousand Woods... with the woods with 1,000 young, took root in that land, intending on ruling it and propagating. Yeah, that's what you meant by the Black Trial. It was Shub-Niggurath that Glinda summoned. Let's see, so let's change that. Glinda summoned Baphomet / Shub-Niggurath. Witch, black magic, I guess. Occult stuff. By Good Witch Glinda. Good witch Glimmet summoned Nigarath. Took root in that land. In Elysium, yeah. In Elysium. There we go. That has now been confirmed. And just like the Black Goat was cleanly caught in the Lost Empire, manipulated by Mary Sue to be another actor in the state. Oh, it was all part of her plan. As planned by Leaf. Mary Sue. To be another actor. Her garden. Alright, that's now been added. Good catch. It's just, you know, I wanted to see how Mother would react when she saw my very own tale. It was such a letdown. Oops. Makes a dying wish. I don't remember what she said. I want to try and find that eventually. She was not impressed. Very unimpressed. Girl makes a dying... Rafa makes a dying wish, allowing the crawling one to finally... use garden and take Grim back. The crawling one and node now enter node. / Pricket. Red Queen. And node. Nodens / White Queen. Strip Mary Sue. Her ability. The power of change. / reverse time. Reverse time. And use it to create a mechanical outer god. The mechanical outer god. Oops, wait a minute. I keep forgetting to zoom in. The mechanical outer god. The Grand Guignol. I know I misspelled that, but I'll correct it later. And let's see, what did the video at 10 have say? What were the exact words? Ability to change. After the red and white queen strip Mary Sue of her divinity. Of her divinity. Let's change that to divinity. So that neither of them could use it to trick another. That's another important fact to add. so that neither could trick another. Very important to mention that. The Theater of Darkness, Guignol, exists to be used by the selfish. Unexisting now. I'll mention that later. In fact, yeah, I did like this one. Or I did like this video. Okay, so I can always come back to it later. Sleeps together with the crown. Okay. Okay, and node in / the White Queen, strip Mary Sue of her divinity, the power of change, reverse time, and use it to create the mechanical outer god, the Grand Guignol. So that neither of them could trick another. Let's see. It's almost 10:30. Shoot. We made some pretty good progress, honestly. How long have we been going for? A little over 2 hours? Let's see. Yeah. I think it's almost time we wrap up. Because I got work tomorrow and got another week to start. Let's see. Yeah, we made some really, really good progress on this timeline. Get your bread, King. Yeah. Thank you, man. I apologize for not streaming yesterday or last Sunday. Last Sunday I was not really in a good headspace, and Saturday I was just exhausted from this week because I guess you probably saw my tweet. Traveled over 1,800 miles last week, and yeah, I'm gonna be looking at a pretty nice paycheck for last week. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's gonna be a nice paycheck for this week, but holy shit, I was exhausted, and I needed an extra day to rest, so I just took Saturday off and just chilled with some friends in Discord and try and set up for Shadow of the Erd Tree. Let's see. I put in my time off for Christmas the next couple of weeks, so I'm probably only going to have one day to stream next weekend, because I'm going to probably have to go to work on next Sunday, and then I'll be off. Go home on Christmas Eve and have Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and then that weekend off, and then go back to work that Monday. Yep. Let's see. What else do I need to mention? Okay. Yep. And it's been last week was pretty interesting as far as work goes, and it's pretty much my first official week of dealing with snow in a 18-wheeler, and yeah, not fun. Not fun. And the nights have been very, very cold. Been having to keep the heater on whenever I go to sleep in my truck. Yeah. I when I was traveling through Indiana, it snowed that morning, and the snow didn't get fully cleared on the road, and there was a massive chunk of snow in the road, and I ended up hitting it, and I didn't want to swerve or whatnot because I didn't want to slide or anything, and it ended up knocking off my radar on the front of my truck that measures how far away like another vehicle is in front of me. So I had to get that into the shop. So I'm hoping they have it reattached to my truck. If not, I'm gonna have to take a replacement for this week. Yeah, it sucked. And just that whole week, like I was just running pretty close to my timers, my 14-hour timers. I need to, and the only reason why that was happening is because I was not setting the next available times myself and stopping them from automatically assigning me shit that was gonna run me really close to my timers. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure they take it nice and slow on me this week. Cause I ain't doing that again. I'm not having a repeat of last week. Yeah, they were. They were. I'm definitely getting to my trip plan before they start throwing shit on me. Because what I like to do is I like to try and stop around 3 in the afternoon to 4 at the latest, so I can make sure I find a parking spot at like a truck stop, and then I wake up at 4 in the morning and then leave by 5 in the morning, so I can at least beat the traffic, and then I can start my timer for that day and retire early for the day. Yeah, it gets really chaotic sometimes. Mm-hmm. And it sucks. Like I have internet for my truck, and I have wireless internet. But I just have no time or energy to do like any gorilla streams or whatnot. I I want to try to, but it's just like I'm just so drained at the end of every day because despite you sitting and driving all day, it really takes it out of you mentally because it requires a lot of focus because you have to be alert. Yeah. I mean, I still want to do gorilla streams like I could just do Nikkei or whatnot and maybe some Splunky, I don't know. I have my laptop paid off too, so that's nice. Okay, well, I think that's pretty good. Yep. Uh, Crap. There we go. Oh yeah. Yeah, I just take my time and this is just fun. I enjoy hanging out with you. And we're learning some really cool stuff about Black Souls together. It's like absolutely making sense of the entire timeline. It's gonna be an interesting process. Mm-hmm. Making sure we get all the facts correct before I make anything official, like any of like actual legitimate video. I'm glad you have fun. I do my best to put on a show. Okay, well, I think that'll do it for tonight then. I will catch you Saturday then. I'll try and get. I got Shadow of the Erd Tree ready, and while I'm out on the road, I'll try and get some more points jotted down on this and make sure we make some progress. Make sure this saves. Yes. And I will put that on my thumb drive. Alright. Thank you, memes. I'll have a good work week. Okay. Have a good night, man. Enjoyed hanging out with you. I will see you next weekend. Bye, man.